Okay, welcome to another video by Gav. This is my second go at taking this. I decided to conk out after a few minutes and say my memory was full, so I'll try and keep this one a bit shorter. I was waffling a bit. That's better. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to those who have viewed, commented, liked, and whatnot. The last two videos I put up over the weekend for the completion videos of my P40 and my Hurricane. Much appreciated. Nice to see they've gone down well. I enjoyed painting both of them, enjoyed building both of them, and I think they look pretty unique in that the decal set, which comes with the Airfix Club kit, where they're from. You know, the Russian schemes. It's a bit different, which is quite cool. So thanks for that. This video is mainly going to be me unboxing. It's going to be an unboxing of something that's new for me, which is an armour kit. And not only that, a large scale, I say large scale, it's kind of standard scale for armour, so it's 135. Large scale armour kit. As you can see, it is a AS90, which is the current standard self-propelled howitzer of the British Army. This kit is a Trumpeter kit. As far as I'm aware, it's the only one I can see who'd make it. So, and online it gets pretty good reviews. I mean, the rivet counter know-it-alls come out and point out all the flaws in it, which is fine. You know, in a way, it's always nice to know if there are any major flaws in it, because some of them are kind of ones that can detract, and if you can sort, if they're easy enough to sort, it does say that if you ever show the model anywhere or whatever, it'll save you having all those questions over, oh, well, that looks a really nice model, but did you know that there is only meant to be 7 rivets up this bit here, and you've got 6 on there, or whatever, you know. And so I'm not bothered. Apparently the big one with this is that the gun's too long in the kit for the scale anyway, compared to what it's supposed to be, but you know, minor thing. That saying, I did buy some extra sets as a play. So what I'll do is I'll show you these first. So I'll turn this around just to try and get a plain background. I'm trying to use camera setup, so you look 2 hands free. So the camera might slide a bit because it's currently blue tacked onto a pole. So the camera may move, but I think I've kind of got it secure enough at the moment, so hopefully it won't move. So what did I get? Well, I went and I bought Eduard's photo-etch set. Now there's 2 sets for this apparently. One is all the mesh parts for building the kind of cargo basket on the top of the turret. I decided I wasn't bothered with that. I looked at the kit, I saw photos of the kit online and saw that generally the kit one looks okay. You actually do get a sheet, which I'll show you in a bit, some mesh to actually make the mesh on the side of there within the kit anyway, which for my purposes will be adequate enough, so I didn't bother getting that. However, what I did buy was the general detail set, which comes as 3 frets of brass. Although actually Eduard stuff seems to be a kind of silver colour, but it's presumably brass still. So first of all, we have this one here. So what I believe this is we've got 2 main rear fenders here. I think they're replacement fenders, which is good because actually on the kit, obviously they're molded as a curve, I think, which is a kind of a natural hang. But on the real one, they're actually just rubber. They're rubber mud guards, those fenders. So this should hopefully allow me to bend them and kind of give a bit of flow to them, which will it's just more for adding a bit of realism rather than accuracy in terms of detail. I mean, the kit parts are fine, really. It's just a bit of detail, and again, these are some slightly side ones. Then we have various other bits, which at the moment I don't know what they are, although I'm assuming that this is bullets for the GPMG, and I think there's like ammo box and mounting parts. There's a lot of kind of straps for things and stuff like that. I'm sure as I build it I'll find out what all the parts are. Here's the second fret. I think they're more mud guards. These bits I know, because I had a quick look, are to make up little boxes that attach on the inside of the rear door. And various other bits and pieces, lots of little bits on there. I mean, whether I use them all or not, I don't know. I mean, find out which bits are which. And these bits, which I haven't got a clue at the moment what the hell they're for. Let's see if I can get a bit more. There we go. I don't know what they are yet. I'll have to find out. Oh, they are. These are lids for the storage bins, which go on the top. That's what they are. So I'll probably use them because they're nice and thin. They're kind of a bit more in scale, and again, they just look a bit sharper. And I mean, the storage bins on the AS90 are just literally thin sheet metal. They're nothing special. So right, so let's get this open. It's got 5 minutes already, so I'll try and keep this. Down. So you can see it's a top opening box for those who give a damn about such things. So inside we get big bags of plastic. So hopefully you can see this okay. So we've got the top hull. I mean it's quite a chunky beast. Turret's all one bit. That's the turret mount ring for the underside of the turret. And I don't know if you can see this through the plastic, but let's see if that'll focus. Yeah, I mean there you go. There's molded on weld detail, which is pretty cool, and around the edge of the face plates and stuff. So that's pretty cool. This is the halves of the gun barrel and various other bits and bobs. That's the other thing I didn't tell you. So as well as the Eduard set, I did actually buy the RB Models AS90 turned aluminium gun barrel, which comes with a brass muzzle brake and some photo-etch kind of rings and little bits of detail, because it looked uber cool. So there is actually a metal barrel coming for this. I don't have it yet though. Here we have all the wheels and suspension parts. And then these are all the other detail parts, so fenders. I feel like QDC did this. This is the way he unboxes stuff. Rear door frame. What else we got? I guess there must be storage bins somewhere. I don't know where they are though. Oh, there they are. These are the storage bins that go down the side. So there's separate tops. They're the kit tops, I think, by the looks of things. A little bit chunky, so that's that. Here's the lower hull. No detail inside, which is annoying because actually, obviously, you can have the back door open because it's an artillery tank. There's a big door in the back, and it's a shame because you get interior detail for the door, but you don't get any interior detail for the kit. And my scratch building is not really up to scratch. So what I might do, if I can be bothered, is just stick a sheet of plastic card inside here and black it out. And if the rear door is open, at least if you look in it, you're not going to see all. And maybe I'll try and remove these bits just maybe as far back as here, just as a so you get you get a sense that you can see inside it, because actually there's a lot of detail goes on the inside of the rear door, which is quite cool. They are the single piece rubber bandy type tracks, but I mean actually if you look, I think they're pretty well detailed. I mean apparently there is a Bronco set of tracks, I think. But actually I think these are pretty well detailed. I mean there's semblance of bolt head detail there, and some of the pads have even got a bit of rubber crack. The rubber's even slightly cracked in some of them. That's probably just from the process of making them, but at least it looks realistic. So there's two of those. It's that mesh I was talking about, and you get a bit of string which is for the tow cable. That's quite cool. So you get that mesh which you have to cut to size for the framework. Decals, I'm not taking them out here yet, but they seem to be in good register and everything. They seem to be quite bright. I can't tell them how thick they are or anything. So you get markings for a Bosnia themed tank. So the S4 and I4 ones, you probably can't see that. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to probably mark mine up as an optelic one. I think there's a bit more weathering opportunities on a sand colour than there is on the green and black of the Bosnia themed one. They always looked a bit, other than dirt, they always looked a bit kind of plain and clean. Modern tanks are not that dirty anyway. They don't get chipped that often. I mean, as soon as they're back at base, even after training missions, the crews are out with the pressure washers getting them cleaned down. So the only time they stay really dirty is if they're in theatre. So optelic ones are pretty dirty because they were sand colour, and then obviously they got dirty, they got oily, they got grimy. So I think I'm going to try and go for that kind of thing. The instructions, apparently there's a couple of mistakes where a few parts are mislabeled, but there's reviews online which let you know about that. So if you just check them before you kind of crack on and make a wee note of it somewhere, then you shouldn't have any trouble at all. It's the joy of other people. The joy of other people doing reviews of these kits before you get onto them. Though I was laughing at some bits because obviously Trumpeter are Chinese, or are they Japanese, or they're Asian of some some persuasion. And so here, this is talking about so that's supposed to be melt the pin heads carefully with a heated nail, etc. Immediately press pin heads together with your finger. If track is broken, strengthen with staples or thread. Thankfully we know what they mean, but it's still kind of funny to read. So that's that. As I said, when I'm also getting the RB models, the RB models barrel set, which frankly looks online anyway. I mean, the pictures of it just look absolutely cracking. So I am really looking forward to getting that thing. But there we go. That's that. So yeah, I'll cut this now. Let me know what you think. I said I'm looking forward to building it, and it should be good. And with the detail sets, I think it should turn out really nicely in the end. So yeah, as I said, let me know what you think. Any other comments, whatever you want to leave me. If you think this new video style is okay, the camera seems to have not moved. So as I said, I still have to film these on my iPhone. So mounting them places is pretty difficult. They don't just screw onto a normal tripod, and the mounts you get to put on so they can go on tripods are quite expensive and things, and so maybe this will work. A bit of blue tack and a pole which mounts to the desk for something else. So it means I've now got 2 hands free, and maybe I can start to, I don't know, maybe in the future I'll be able to do some wee tutorials or something if there's things that people would like to see, or you know, whatever. Let me know. It's a comment, send me a message, whatever. Alright, I'll keep this short. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.